was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with a girl named Spike. I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike.
You're listening to I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Anna Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Hello.
Let me, I'm going to make sure my mic is not flopping around. How's
Mike,
that?
it looks like you're sitting with Emma and Spike.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
My two girls. What do you know about the song We Care a Lot, Anna? Have you been hearing that on TikTok? We care a lot.
Bum, 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 bum.
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
Moving along. On part 2 of Our Lips Are Sealed. And I think, is this episode 191?
No.
191?
181.
Hannah? 181. 181. Hannah, how does it start?
Mr. Simpson is back in the Nelson household. He's fixing the sink that he said he would fix last episode. Love
Bad
that.
Plumber. Bad plumber.
Yeah. He's bad at everything but teaching, I think. Manny's on the phone with Craig. And Emma is like, this just made me laugh because we were talking last week about how crazy Emma seems when she's having her meltdowns, but she's sitting on the floor and letting Spike brush her hair and just staring off into the abyss. Oh, it's Spike's picture. And then Peter takes Emma out for a picnic in the woods, but he packed a bunch of fried chicken and potato salad, so she can't eat it. So
she couldn't eat any of it. She wouldn't have been able to eat any of it.
No.
She's not eating.
So she says, that's sexy. She throws it all on the ground. And the food hits the ground with such like a pathetic, quiet noise. It kind of made me laugh. And then she just like pushes him onto the picnic table.
So the last episode had this problem too, but this episode also has this problem where any exterior shot, there is so much ADR happening, and it is very bad ADR.
Really?
Yeah, where it's like,
what's the acronym again? I know you've told me.
automatic dialogue replacement.
Dogs. Roughin'.
Yeah, it was just like, whoa, this is very uncomfortable.
So when Emma throws the picnic basket onto the ground, that's her hope that everything would come out of the foiled plates.
Yeah, everything is wrapped very tightly. It hits the ground, still wrapped.
Yeah.
Some food has jumped out.
Some loose chicken fell
out.
out.
A loose chicken fell out?
Yeah, a loose dry chicken. You can also tell like it's just been sitting out. Like it's obviously gross. I wouldn't want to eat it either.
I'll be honest, I probably would eat it.
Yeah,
I've eaten stuff off the ground many times. Many times, Hannah. Hannah, what are you looking down at?
At the floor where all my shit's all over it.
So your mind is elsewhere right now.
I'm a little, I'm like having a brain day where I'm like, it's out, but I love this episode. I'm listening.
I took a Klonopin last night.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I feel fine now. I mean, I need something to keep me from losing it.
No. Oh no.
Who's the teacher in science lab? Is this the first appearance of this new teacher?
New teacher, Mr. Ellis.
Mr. Ellis. I like Mr. Ellis.
He's a cool. Hey, Hannah, did you know he was on Mad TV?
Whoa.
I didn't, but now that you say that, that is ringing a bell.
Yeah, he was like an extra on a bunch of episodes of Mad TV.
Damn.
So I've taken your spot away of the scene after the credits.
That's
Rick,
okay.
I apologize.
It's okay.
But you can continue. What's happening here?
Well, Ellis is having a reproductive lesson about plants.
But really,
Manny,
Liberty is doing it.
Yeah, Liberty is doing it. And then Manny is like, Emma, what are you doing? because she's just spacing out, and then touches her hand, and it's colder than her nanny or nana's at her funeral. And I'm just like,
Oh.
oh boy,
Yeah.
you are in a world of hurt there, lady. Like,
Who? Emma?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then also they're discussing if the protein bars that Emma is quote unquote eating are healthy.
Doesn't matter even if they are, because she's not
She's
really
not
eating
eating
them.
them.
She's hiding them.
Well, I think she just got the wrappers and keeps it's a
Sprinkling them around.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same wrapper.
Yeah. Crinkles
Do you
them
love
everywhere.
the Paige Alex combo, like
Of course.
BFFs?
Yeah.
What about Hazel? Do you think Hazel loves it?
No.
No. Not like
What does
that.
she say to them as they're sitting like near, I guess, near the stairs? What does Hazel say?
She's just
What
like,
is-
how's your mailbox, Paige? And Paige is like, I didn't get any letters. And then Alex is like, you're boring. And college doesn't matter. So Hazel's like, I'm gonna leave.
okay, so Hazel didn't say anything.
No, there's
derogatory.
there's just blowback
There's beef.
out of the whole relationship. But
Yeah.
also Paige is just like, yo, Alex, Hazel's important to me. I care about her. You should care about her.
Alex has perfect skin, by the way.
Mhm.
No zits. I like a little zits because it's so that makes it feel more real. Like, okay, teenagers, they have zits. When you have perfect skin like Alex, seems wrong.
Do you think Alex is a teenager though? She's like the female Jay.
I don't know. I don't know her age in this during the filming
Alex?
of this.
I
Yeah.
don't think she was held. I think she gets held back. Not held back, but I think she stays in school later.
I think
But,
Rick is talking about like real life, the actress.
Yeah.
How old is the actress?
Oh, she's way older than everybody.
I don't know. We're hoping you'd know.
I can look it up.
It's okay. It's okay. Someone else.
In the next scene, Manny is hanging up a flyer, and it is
What's
so
that flyer?
crumpled. I don't know. It looked like a Frankfurter, but
It's for like social club or something, right?
yeah, it's so crumpled up. It is wild that like, oh, I need to hang up this flyer that's been in my pocket for weeks. Hate it.
Along
Is
with
there's
French fries.
There's an Asian kid that's with Peter.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm? Does he have a line? Or does
No.
he just smile?
And it's so weird that Peter introduces him, in my opinion.
Yeah, but did Manny also use the term dogging in this scene? Like, you're going dogging with Peter, which is a term that was around the time of like people that would go to the park to fuck.
I did not even hear her say dogging.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Alex is also the same age.
Oh,
Her and Lauren
wow.
Collins are both born in 1986. Whether or not they're both older than everybody, I don't know.
Hazel has perfect skin too.
True.
What do you think about perfect skin, Hannah? Did you have perfect skin in high school?
No, no, I did not. I got a lot of these pimples that were like right where my bangs were, and then right on my upper lip too.
Whoa, in high school?
Yeah,
Or
but I also was
to
pretty
current-
lucky. I didn't. I know I don't really get pimples now, except for that one that I got last week.
Yeah,
Whee!
it hasn't healed yet. You might have to go to the doctor.
I should go to the doctor and be like, this pimple has been here for 3 weeks. It's oozing and pussing.
What's Darcy and that other girl saying to Emma while she's getting ready to go on like the exercise
Well,
ball?
everyone's commenting that Emma is wearing too many clips. It's too bad.
Which she
Manny's
is.
talking. Yeah, she is. Manny's like, "Whoa, did Shaq leave you his wardrobe?" And then Emma's like, "Shaq is a giant. Why are you comparing me to Shaq?" And then
Did she say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Darcy
Oh.
and that
she's out of
other
her
lady.
mind.
Yeah, Darcy and that other lady come in and jokingly be like, Emma, your clothes makes you look so fat. And then Emma loses it.
She loses her
Oh
mind.
no.
She says, "You think it's funny to laugh at the big fat whale?" And then everyone's like,
Oh.
and then everybody feels so bad. They're like, "You're not fat. Are you okay?" And she's like,
Oh.
"I don't want to be here." And she just leaves.
I would also like to say that the star of this episode is Toby's Louisiana accent in the computer club when he's like talking about going on a date with Alex and Hazel in the scene before this.
Mm-hmm.
What's the context of him choosing a Louisiana
It's a fun
accent?
one.
No
Just silly.
clue.
He's
just-
talking
he
about
just pulls
making
it
fake
out.
IDs to go on a
Yeah, I
pub
was like, I
crawl.
can make a fake ID to go on a
On a
pub
pub
crawl.
crawl. And they're like, "No."
Does
Poor
Toby
Toby.
have any substantial storylines moving forward? Or is he done? Is this
Doesn't he go on a date with Liberty at some point? That they go to prom or something?
Yes, but I think
he definitely does. Sorry. I'm an
but
idiot.
JT has to like,
Get murdered first.
yeah, for him to even have that.
What is going on in the mall with Alex and Paige? There's a little.
They're being mean. They're being very mean to each other. It's very scary to watch.
Do they all go like the Hazel, Alex, and Paige? They all go together, or
Yeah,
did
that's
they
what
just
that
run
scene
into?
before where Alex sits down and is like, "Hey Hazel, we don't have to like each other, but we got to hang out for Paige."
Yeah. And she
then-
says, "Let's go out, get loaded, and get into trouble."
Yeah,
And Hazel says,
that's
"No."
that's where Toby comes up the fake ID line. But essentially, it seems like they went to the Gap, right? They went to the
Yeah.
Gap, or the Canadian equivalent of the Gap.
Which for a young, I'll just let you know, high school lesbian, is the worst place to be. Probably the worst place to be, the mall.
What is okay? Obviously, in high school, you weren't out yet, but you knew you were gay.
Yeah.
What was a place that you felt comfortable when your friend said,
Nowhere.
"Let's go here"?
Nowhere.
The fun
I
center.
liked the fun center. I liked like Friendlies or the mall. Or not the mall. Not the mall. Friendlies or the movie theater.
Is Friendly's a diner?
It's like an
Yeah,
ice
so
cream
Friendlies
spot.
was like right next to Grand Slam, the fun center.
Okay.
So you could go there, eat a bunch of fries and shit, and then just go play video games for like $20.
When did you start working at the fun center? Were you in high school?
Yeah. I was like 16.
God, that's such a fun job. And all the homies were there.
Yeah. So much fun.
Oh my gosh. I
Such
wish
a
I had that
blast.
for my daughter. Something like the fun center.
You don't have a go-kart track near your house?
No, I'm trying to get her to do boxing to get her frustrations out. And I'm actually, part of me thinks she's going to be really good at this. And this might be my money train.
Wow.
It's-
Did she have any interest in boxing?
Oh, she brought it up. She's like, I want to do boxing. I'm like, oh, let's go. So the first place I took her
Wow.
was like, there's a huge waiting list. I was like, no. So I'm going to take her to another place that's super far away, which sucks, but I'll do anything for my daughter. Anything, Hannah.
Wow. I love that. Boxing. Love that. What if she gets super strong and then she punches you out?
Yeah, well, that's probably going to happen. She's really strong already. She just is lazy as fuck. But yeah,
No.
she's strong. She is super strong, and she's a good fighter because she did martial arts for like 5 years, and
Oh,
she
damn.
was in the black belt program. And I'd watch her do like submissions on boys her age or even older, and she would make them tap out. Where they're like
Damn.
tap tap tap.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Boxing seems like fun. I feel like I would like that as well. But
I'm
so
I'm
weak.
just hoping it gets out some of her frustrations.
Yeah.
That she needs exercise to just get those endorphins going, where she can just take her rage out on other people instead of me and her mom. It's no fun.
Yeah. I feel you.
You got a
Why
paintball
you-
course near you?
No, but I don't know. I've gone paintballing like a couple times. Both times I'm like, This sucks. Like, I
Doesn't
don't
it
know what I'm.
hurt.
You don't like the pain?
Well, I didn't. It's just like I don't know what I'm doing. Am I even? I felt like I was just I was just getting hit, and I was like I wasn't hitting anybody. I'm like, this sucks. Maybe my gun sucked, but I just saw it as a waste of money.
I
Laser
don't think I
tag.
would like that. Laser tag, I like.
Laser tag's another one.
Laser tag.
Yeah, they
Funcenter
do.
have laser tag.
How good were you at laser tag? Amazing.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Because I know like Pat Graham, your coworker, was amazing.
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like also I didn't work laser tag that much, so I wasn't just floating in and out of it all the time. I was like on pizza and shit.
Did crazy
But-
shit happen in the laser tag arena?
There was a lot of dumb stuff that happened. Like we had a bachelor party one time who like they weren't allowed to drink in there, but they were super drunk, and their friend jumped off the balcony, which like there's only 2 rules, which is don't jump off the balcony and then don't like run. But like running, that's even a soft rule. Like we know you're gonna run. So his friends were like, we're gonna leave. We were like, you're not gonna wait for the ambulance to come, and they were like, no, we're gonna start the next game. And we were like, okay. So obviously it was like a douchebag, I think.
So was it the guy getting married that jumped off the balcony, or was it
No,
just one of the people in their group?
I think in a friend group, if you can imagine who would jump off, it was like that kind of guy, like the guy no one really liked.
And did he get hurt? Did he break a leg or?
Yeah, his arm came out of the socket, I think. his
Yes.
shoulder. Yeah, it was bad.
And they didn't care. There was like next game.
They didn't care. They were like, he needs to be out of there, but we are going to play the next game.
Was Pat like? Pat's like, no.
I
Pat
love
was
it.
there, which I'm sure, I feel like it was Maddie who was running the game, and she was like, all right, you guys can come in. He's just going to have to sit right outside.
As the alcohol wore off the pain of his dislocated shoulder.
The rules
You
at
did-
Gretzheim are like very obvious. It's like if you get really hurt, it's like, well, I guess you found out.
Do you think he just yelled Leroy Jenkins before he jumped off the balcony?
I don't know what that means, but maybe.
Yeah. I don't know what that
I'll
means.
I'll send you a video.
Oh, okay.
It was
What's
a
that?
big
Remember we
meme.
used to talk about that Lifetime movie a lot where Helen Hunt jumped through a plate glass window.
Oh, Angel Dusted.
Angel dusting.
So good. Oh my god. This brings me joy thinking about it. I
We
just
should have a night where we just live watched like Lifetime movies and the Poison Ivy movie.
oh, that would be wonderful. I know that Helen Hunt was on like a talk show, whether it be like Conan or Leno, and they just played that scene for her randomly, and it was amazing. It was so funny.
I love
They're like,
that.
oh, we wanted to talk about like your new movie, and then instead of like playing the scene of the movie, they
The
played
clip from
that.
Twister.
They
Angel
played,
dusting.
no, but they played Angel Dusted, dusting or whatever it's called.
It's
Let's get back on
Angel
track.
Dusted.
Angel
Dusted.
dusted. What's Angel
Yeah.
dust again? We talked about this. It's like crack.
It's PCP.
Speed?
Right? It's PCP.
Oh,
I wouldn't know. I'm not
What
well
it is.
versed on
What's
PCP. What's the acronym PCP? Performance, cocaine, power.
Power.
Yeah.
Power,
It's
cocaine.
definitely
power.
power. As soon as people start doing that PCP, they get powerful.
Performance, cocaine, power. That's my 3-step plan.
Heck yeah. Why not? Peter and Emma are kissing outside Degrassi. Does that mean Emma's like finally over the secrets? Like, let's show the world we are a couple?
Well, no. So there's a scene before that where Emma's like, we cannot do this because Manny, like, it's not fair to Manny. She's going to hold a grudge. Peter's like, well, I don't understand. And then the next thing you know,
I mean, Manny shows up.
well, no, Emma and Manny are in the basement, and Manny is concerned because Emma is not eating.
Got it.
Manny finds her journal, her food diary, and confronts her about it. And then Emma uses the relationship with Peter to completely deflect away from her eating disorder
Mhm.
and gets Manny
Almost
to move
successfully.
out. Yeah.
It almost worked.
Gets Manny to move out.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. She said she's gonna move out. She's sleeping on the couch and I'm moving out in the morning.
Where's she gonna go?
Home to her dad who's gonna murder her.
No,
Oh,
probably to
dear.
Joey's house. She can sleep in the garage where
True.
she was impregnated.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, what a thing to say, but true.
They're talking outside. Peter, Emma, and then Manny comes up, and then you see Snake and the athletic teacher. What's his name?
Mr.
Gosh.
Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong. What's happening there? Anybody?
I think there's rumblings. So also prior at the beginning of the episode in Mr. Ellis's class, he insinuates that Emma has to ace her final, otherwise she's going to be seeing him in summer school. So I assume that Armstrong is telling Snake that Emma's grades are slipping.
Yeah. And last episode she got a C.
Yeah.
So I apologize because right now I'm at the scene where they're at the
Fry
dots.
pocket.
It's the best scene.
It's so good. It's just okay. So Peter gets up, I don't know, to get ketchup or something, and she stuffs the French fries in her pocket and then pretends like she's wiping her mouth with a napkin and has
She's got a French fry like so close to her mouth, like.
But the best part to me is afterwards when he's like trying to hold her hand and he pulls a French fry out of her pocket and he's like, Emma, there's cold French fries in your, and also this is how dumb Peter is. He's like, there's cold French fries in your pocket. And she's like, so it's a snack for later.
I like her. I like her defense. Her defense is Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, but I love and I love when Peter goes. She's like, it's a snack for later, and he goes, cold French fries from your pocket. It's like I'm like a little squirrel.
I like Peter's statement. It was also just like, Emma, you got fries in your pocket.
Yeah, and then he's like, okay, like he like gets so weirded out, and she's just like so serious. It's so funny.
So when Alex and Hazel are talking at Alex's locker where they kind of make a peace treaty, she opens up the locker and there's a Tiger Army sticker, which is a psychobilly band. And
in Alex's locker.
Yeah. And so I'm guessing at that time, I believe they were on Epitaph Records. So that's what a lot of labels do. You send stuff to movies or TV, ask for props.
Yeah.
And they'll put it in the background. So I had a sticker on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia that people always tell me about. And then in the new screen, it just says Mike Park and there's like a cartoon drawing of me. And then in the new Scream movie, there's my stickers on one of the scenes too.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, Mustard Bug is in It's Always Sunny, and also this episode of Criminal Minds where the murderer's room is just plastered with mustard plug posters.
Wow.
I feel like the mustard plug poster is also in How I Met Your Mother. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
That's true.
So that's what's happening here.
Cool. The
that
skinny
cool?
on the stickers. I don't know.
Yes.
Is it? I also love when I'm also just looking at myself because sometimes I'm like, do I have an Adam's apple? But I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. So that's what I was thinking about.
How come you aren't replying to any of my comments on your TikTok? I'm just writing, you're beautiful.
I know, I saw them. I was just like,
Your
I'm
hair
losing
looks
my mind
great.
over TikTok. The ones that people respond to, I'm like, why this one? And then like the ones I posted like for the time, I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's why you can't care, man.
You can't.
But I get so excited with my comments, and then you give no response.
You want me to respond to all those comments?
I love just writing like, oh, your hair looks amazing. I thought it's
you
funny.
did. You said you look beautiful, and I was like, I'm not responding to that. I do love in this scene though when she's like, is Paige talking to you? She's like, no. She's like, it's so frustrating. She's like, she's not talking to me either. And if you want to hear how long she can go with a grudge, phone Ashley Kerwin up. Which I thought was funny.
You do like when they tie in like past episodes, and I do too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why.
Which I thought, I almost thought that maybe Toby would have something to talk to Emma about this because he also had an eating disorder. But no.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No. Well, Toby's
Well-
dead to the Nelsons at this point.
He's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
Wait.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. He's an adolescent boy. They're like, get that kid out of here.
Oh.
Even though he saved Emma from being kidnapped, no good.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
What about the
Yep.
coffee whipped cream fight?
Hate it.
I hate it too.
Fun.
Would
But
never happen
confusing.
in real life.
Would not. I've never been in a food fight. I don't want to be in one.
It's also completely bonkers that Alex and Paige would be having this fight mere feet away from where they work.
Mhm.
Because they're in the
Well, I don't- Did they
Sure.
still work there?
they,
I don't
Paige
know.
is still paying off the spinner's car.
Yeah,
No
but
way
she's
that-
not paying.
I think Alex still works there, but I don't think Paige does.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to these questions. We're going to move ahead to the arrival of Emma Nelson through the front door and intervention time. Who's at the intervention? Hannah.
All the heavy hitters. You got Spike, you got Snake, you got Peter, you got Manny. And it's funny because when cornered, Emma really does have lots of great things to say that almost makes everyone leave the room. Because she starts picking people off. At first, she was like, she turns to Peter, she was like, "You're gonna give me an intervention? You get girls drunk at parties and make them take their tops off." And then she turns to Manny and she's like, "You are the drunk girl." And Manny's like, "Nope." And gets up and leaves. And then she's like, "And last time I checked, you were kissing his mom." And Snake's like, "Oh geez." And then
It's
then-
so good.
she just runs downstairs, I think. Or no, she tries to run out the front door, but Manny blocks it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then she runs into the basement and starts just ripping Manny's shit out of the room.
Yeah.
And then
then,
she
faints.
collapses.
Yeah. I don't feel good.
Uh,
God, look at the concern in Spike's face, just acting her heart out.
and look at Peter, who didn't come all the way down the stairs.
Well, didn't they tell him to call 911?
Yeah.
They did, but he was at the top of the stairs.
True that.
Yeah, but okay, you're a teen. This scene is happening. Do you go down the stairs? I wouldn't have gone
No.
down the stairs.
I wouldn't have gone to the intervention. That's just me. Well, I don't know.
I also feel that it's a stretch that Peter calls her his girlfriend at this point.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. The three girls covered in whipped cream are detained. I'm guessing they're either at the police. Are they at the police station or are they at like the mall?
Yeah, mall
Police
security
station.
Small security.
for the second time this week.
What a nice light subplot to really just cleanse your palate from the eating disorder intervention, you know?
Yeah. The hospital scene, Emma in bed, tubes coming out of her. Spike and Manny are in the room. Peter and Snake are outside the room. What's happening here, Rick? What's the
Spike-
discussion like?
Spike comes in and says, Emma, you've had a panic attack. And Emma's like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Just a panic attack.
She's like, so I'm fine. She's really crazy.
Yeah. And she starts trying to take off the IV and the thing in her nose.
Yeah.
And Spike is basically like, a psychologist is going to come by and find out if you have an eating disorder because it was a panic attack brought on by starvation.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like, which I'll save you the suspense. You have one.
Yeah.
I also just like Emma's like, let's go home then, I guess. And Spike's like, you're not going home. We're going home. You're gonna stay here. You haven't eaten. She's crazy.
and Manny starts to cry.
Yeah,
Is about to cry.
almost.
And is that just because she loves Emma, or
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
anything else happen? Okay,
No, she's
That's
like-
cool.
Don't die, please.
very cool. And this is one of your favorite episodes.
I think it has lots of really good parts. I think the gym scene when she screams at those girls is really good. And then when she has the fries in her pocket, that's really
Yeah.
good too.
And then the intervention, just putting down
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, that is good too. I forgot. Yeah, I guess you're right. It does make me happy.
But if I had a vote, I would have to say the fry part, and in particular, when she's wiping her mouth, like getting the crumbs off with a fry in one hand.
And kind of the face she has too is kind of like,
Yeah, yes, yes. It's wonderful. I love it. I
know,
love
me too.
Degrassi.
I know, me too.
Hannah, Rick, until next week, have a wonderful day. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.